Welcome. This is for Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. It's 12 o'clock on the nose. How perfect. All right, so this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you want something more specific to you, my information's below, as well as on my website, twinflames3344.com. And I've already pre-shuffled. I have the Universal Golden Tarot. We're going to use all uprights there. We're going to do uprights and reversal clarifiers with the Rider-Waite Mini. We have the Lenormand Reverie here. We're going to pull an energy of the day first, and I'm going to pull another card at the end. I'm not sure which deck from yet. We're going to roll the dice as well. So again, this is for Virgo. Let's see what's going on. What is the general energy for Virgo right now? What is the general energy for Virgo for today? Today is September 2nd, 2021, and we're talking about the energies for September here. For Virgo, September, Virgo. What is the general energy for September for Virgo? All right, we have the key. Not bad. All right, so we're going to leave this here. Put that up there for you. We have the key. The bottom of the deck, by the way, is the nest. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, right? Nesting the golden egg with things looking up, right? Deliverance here, so you may be getting deliveries as well. So let's see what else is going to come up for you. What do the dice say for Virgo today? Okay, we have Sagittarius. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius. We have Leo as well here. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sagittarius. That was Mars, because that's the planet dice. So we have Mars, which is all about aggression, masculine energy. We have Leo here, which is also very fiery. And then we have the number 12 of the Hangman, which is for me is Pisces energy, but also Capricorn. I get a lot from that. It's also the 3. It's the 12th month also, which is again Sagittarius and Capricorn. So let's see what comes up regarding all of that. And Mars, the aggressive energy. And a lot of fire was coming up with the twin flame read today as well. I've already pre-shuffled. I'm going to shuffle some more. Let's see what comes up for Virgo. Virgo for September. Virgo, September. Virgo, September. All right, so this is for Virgo. One more. Virgo for September 2021. Virgo. Okay, here we go. First card out for you is the Magician. Okay, very powerful, and that is a Virgo energy as well. So manifesting, making magic, laying your cards out on the table, being you may seem to be completely transparent, but it is the Magician, right? So there may be some illusion there, but there is powerful manifestation. We have the DNA strand. Somebody might be raising their hand in class, right? Being more aggressive than they normally would be. Maybe you're shy in class. You might be raising your hand. Okay, let's see what's the challenges here. The challenge is the 7 of Pentacles. And this is about reaping rewards, and being still. Somebody who's gardening or hanging out, daydreaming, maybe they saved up a lot. They have 7 Pentacles so that they could retire perhaps on that. Or maybe they're thinking about whether they want to retire or not. Are they going to invest that money? What are you going to do with it? But it's time to be still and daydream. And that may be a challenge for you. Maybe you don't like to be still. The foundation here is the 6 of Swords, which is peace. And this is definitely like hermit energy, but taking a break from being the hermit, right? The wise one for everyone else. It's like taking time to yourself, finding peace, perhaps traveling, going out on a boat, having somebody help you travel, or someone traveling with you. In the recent past is the 8 of Swords. You may have felt restricted in some way, imprisoned, or with anxiety issues. But the thing about this card is it's always your choice, because there's plenty of room in between these swords for her to walk away and get untied. Okay, so she might need a little hand, or maybe not. It depends. I mean, she does look pretty wrapped up there, but she could walk out even with the blindfold on. She could manipulate that off. It's always a choice whether you want to stay in your head or not. But again, there's some kind of restriction here in your past that you're now obviously getting past, because now you're the Magician, or somebody in your space is coming in to make magic and perhaps lay their cards on the table for you. You are crowned with the Sovereign energy. This is great. This is someone who is single and has everything that they need, that they could ever want. and are perfectly happy with themselves. And this doesn't have to be a single person. It could be someone in a relationship who's very independent and happy. This can be an independent child as well, but someone of any age, really. So let's see how that comes up. What's coming up soon for you guys is the Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, family happiness, happy endings, perhaps ending an emotional cycle, which is all positive. And then you see yourself as the Judgment card. Now this could be you seeing yourself as being judgmental, or maybe you're making an announcement. Maybe you're sending out a wake-up call, right? Waking up the dead. Perhaps you're the alarm clock for your kids. And what's around you? How do other people see you? Others see you as the Two of Cups, which is much more romantic, one-to-one relationships, soulmates, liking to partner up with one. I'm Virgo, so I love one-on-one relationships much more than crowds. So let's see what the block is regarding Virgo. The Empress. The Empress can be an older person. It can be a mother, a boss, a grandmother, an aunt, anything like that. But it also can be the fear of your own power. This is abundance as well, perhaps a fear of abundance. Or just the block, maybe there's a person in your life who's a block. That could also just be a Taurus energy. And then at the end here, we get the Two of Pentacles here, which is about juggling, performing, keeping your balls up in the air to stay balanced. Perhaps moving your coins around a little bit. Maybe you're just entertaining people, or maybe you're doing this to distract people from what's really going on in the background. I was just getting the energy of, how when you find something and you're shopping for clothes and you find something you really like, but you have to go do other things or look at other things first before you decide on it, and you put it somewhere else so nobody else takes it. That's the same energy I'm getting here. Like someone's distracting people from these homes over here because there's something they want, and they're trying to get them to look at something else so they won't take it. That's what I'm getting here. Very interesting. All right, so I do a little bit of a hangman thing here at the end, and that's the Ten of Wands. So this is connecting you to what's ever hanging in limbo at the end of your read here. And this is working too hard. This is the Atlas energy of the weight of the world upon your shoulders. Maybe you're cleaning up the yard, or you need to clean up the yard. I know I do. Again, it can be working out. Whatever you're doing it's too hard because it's 10, or you're just finishing up the cycle, which is really good, because if you keep going like this, you might hurt yourself. And again, these are both cards of constantly moving, okay? This one is, there's slow movement with the Pentacles, but there's a lot of movement with energy and passion here. It may not be balanced properly, even though we have balance here. There may be one area of your life that's more balanced than the other. And what's hanging in limbo there is the Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left out in the cold. This could be some kind of impoverishment or exile from a group. This could also just be being a patient and going in for a doctor's visit. You could be picking a child up from school who perhaps got hurt at school, or perhaps they hurt their ankle or something and they had to go to the doctors or the emergency to get fixed. This also could be dealing with your customers, could be this kind of situation, or social work could be here as well, which is very common for Virgos. And you'll get a few more cards at the end too. The bottom of the deck here is the Temperance card, the Angel, the higher love, taking one step at a time, right? Blending and mixing and keeping things balanced. You have a lot of balance in this read. So we're going to clarify everything for you. And this is having compassion for yourself here in the past, where before you kept yourself in prison. You're learning how to have compassion for yourself and be more patient with yourself and take your time. Don't feel rushed, right? Because that's when Virgo tends to explode, when they feel pressure to be rushed, right? I have too many things to get done. It's stopping the need to get so many things done at the same time. You don't need to. That overwhelms you. And again, you're seeing yourself as making an announcement or being judgmental. Maybe you didn't like being judgmental before, or maybe people saw you as judgmental before. Maybe you're seeing that now, whereas now they're seeing you as very loving, soulmate, one-to-one kind of energy. I was just getting these cups too as this horn over here. Like the speaking device is actually the cup that you're holding, which has to do with emotions and heart. And there's a lot of spit coming out of this horn too. I'm getting a longhorn like steakhouse. Longhorn. Well, let's see how this clarifies. We have the energy of Sagittarius. We have Gemini and Virgo. We have Aquarius in your space. So you may have Aquarius in your chart. And then here's Taurus as the block for you. And the challenge is Earth. So you have a lot of Earth blocking you. That may be your own stillness as well. Because you see they're both very staid. They're very fixed right there. So let's see what else is coming up here. You have a lot of... So with the Pentacles, you know, you're up to the 9 here. But this is going back to the 2. You may be very independent. Maybe you don't need to work much. So maybe you're not earning a lot of income, but because you have a lot. This also could be a mother and child over here. Maybe your mother is a block for you. Those are the main characters here besides the Magician. But there is a close connection here with the 2 of Cups. But it's connected with judgment. There could be a Sagittarius connected to this Empress as well. So Taurus and Sagittarius may be around you as a pair, and that may be your block, is that these 2 are together. You're making it some kind of judgment call or announcement. And again, this is Virgo energy here, going back to the Sagittarius, going back to that higher love. Maybe reminding yourself to keep going back to that higher love, but without imprisoning yourself. That could be a release as well. Let's see how the clarifiers come up. Why does Virgo have the Temperance card there in the underlying energy? We have Justice. And look what else is coming up here. A lot of powerful energy there. This is beautiful. Justice, which is truth and balance. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is that family of abundance, whether it's money, time, or energy. This can be heaven on earth, right? Working towards that. The truth and balance that this can be. We can have heaven on earth, or we can have that dream family that we've always dreamed of. And it's just about making a choice or being given a choice here. And this could be a twin energy that's coming into to play as well. We have Libra here and Sagittarius energy here. There may be a Leo energy here too. We have Leo and then the Emperor. I'm going to put these back though. But you see we have the 2 red coats here in the underlying energy plus the Magician. There's a lot of establishment type energy around you. This is being strong. There may be a masculine energy around you being strong, or this could be you, but this person looks a little annoyed with the Leo or the pet or the kids, this energy. He's kind of giving them the sideways glance. And this Leo energy could be this person giving an option to this family, or this can be in court as well, or this is just a Libra energy being fair and balanced, sharing, giving options to the whole family so everybody can make a group choice and it doesn't get slanted one way or the other. But I don't think the Emperor here believes in that kind of view on things. He thinks it's a bunch of baloney. So let's see what's going on here. Set the 8 of Swords in the recent past. There's the Hierophant. You got all the red coats. You just had the Emperor and the Justice here, which is the justice system and the business system or politics. And then here's the religious system. And here's the magic system here. Alternative things. You got all the red coats here. And this one is with the 10 of Cups, which is over here for you. So there's some kind of imprisonment regarding societal norms, like you are outside the box. You don't resonate with societal norms and that traditional view of the happy family. But there also can be an end of a cycle for Taurus energy, which is also over here. And that may be a block for you, feeling imprisoned by others' happiness or feeling imprisoned by religion, traditional views, the establishment, the patriarchy, the negative patriarchy there, although it is upright. It can be those who want to tell you what to do. And again, there's a lot of that energy of the establishment telling somebody what to do, which a Virgo when they're young are totally sucked into that, right? They do what everyone, wants them to do, to be that good little girl or boy. But they, also Virgos can be known for being judgmental, to come off as being cold and judgmental. But I'm not really getting that energy here. It could be for some, because there's definitely some Virgos out there who can be very sharp and kind of short with their words. So let's see what else is coming up. The foundation is finding peace with that higher love, with being patient, being angelic, or finding peace with a Sag or Libra energy, or a wealthy family, community, or business. Being offered a choice. Maybe you're offering them a choice. You're going back as the Virgo energy to offer a choice to either, you may be going back to court, or going back to a wealthy family that you may feel judged by, or maybe not. Maybe they'll be patient with you. You know, it can go both ways. Or this could be a person who has Sagittarius and Libra in their energy, and there's this energy of the perfect family there that you're going back to give a choice to them. Kind of curious to see what's under the, let me see what's under. We have the King of Pentacles under there. So there's definitely earth energy. He's speaking in this deck. Okay. So that's in the underlying energy. You could have an earthy person who's got Sagittarius and who could be very sweet and patient. Or are they impatient? We also have a Page of Pentacles. There could be a father and child here, or he with an opportunity or an invitation to give or to receive. Kind of want to see what's under that too. All right, we got the Queen of Cups too. Wow, a lot of people here. Got Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles under here. So there's like a family here for sure, being present. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. There's at least two parents and a child here with the Queen of Cups, which could be another child who's kind of like the oddball of the family, right? They don't fit, they're not the same. And Sagittarius on top with Libra and that dream family with a choice of path. The foundation with that peaceful energy here is what? Why does Virgo have Six of Swords in the foundation? There's a death here. This can be an ending, a transformation, a transition, a Scorpio person. It doesn't have to be a death per se, but there is some suffering and silence here. So if there was a death, this is somebody's grieving over. If it's an ending, it could be, grieving. This is nightmares, purging, headaches, not being able to sleep at night. Right? Maybe you feel like death is looming over your head, but finding peace in that. It can just be a Scorpio energy too. Maybe you were traveling with a Scorpio. I actually just moved my son who's a Scorpio. So maybe you just moved somebody and you're just sad they're not there anymore. Or maybe you're just feeling the difference in the energies. Or maybe that Scorpio energy's feeling like wanting to come back. Maybe they worry about you. And it can just be an ending to something. It's like a major transformation. It's the death card. So literally letting go, making peace with the past over here. The central energy is the Magician. And that just flipped right out. We have the Wounded Warrior here, standing guard, defensive of their wounds of the past. But it looks like someone's gotten over that. After feeling wounded and over-isolating here, or perhaps dealing with a parent or someone with Alzheimer's or dementia, or just feeling like you're going crazy, you're letting go of this with the Magician here. So again, we have Virgo. These can both be Virgo energies, or there could be Gemini there as well. And there's 3 people coming up here, 4 people. All right, these could be a workplace as well. This is someone who's dependent or spending too much money, or someone who doesn't want to be single anymore. And then we have the Page of Cups, who could be shy and rejected and vulnerable, or they could be a spoiled brat. And then we have the Queen of Wands, who's upright, who's very popular and passionate and expects a lot of attention there, but she is upright, so she should be balanced. And then we have the Knight of Swords rushing in with a message here, and usually the knights are in person. So this could be someone bringing in the truth, the knight in shining armor, or just someone rushing in. This could be police coming in as well. Maybe the kids did something wrong and the mom has to find out about it from them. Yeah, why are these coming up with that? So after like getting your power back, after dealing with, dependent children, or dealing with losing money or spending too much money, dealing with rejection or entitled children, and then perhaps a Queen of Wands who's very passionate, or perhaps someone, performing magic. I mean, that can be this magician right here, this Queen of Wands. She's got a black cat right there. And then the Knight of Swords coming in with the truth, which would be more in alignment with Virgo, unless Virgo has a lot of fire in their chart. So it could be dealing with a Gemini. And if you're dealing with mother issues, like my mother passed away this year, she was a Gemini. So the challenge being is the Seven of Pentacles is the truth, and the Page of Wands. Someone's being presented the truth and being very inspired by that. And there's the King of Pentacles here. Remember, we had all these pentacles here along with the King of Pentacles and the underlying energy with Sag and Libra there. So it looks like the magician gave the truth to this earth sign King of Pentacles, perhaps along with another fire sign, or that's just his own inspiration. It's someone thinking about what they want to do with their money, or how to invest it, or if they want to retire. And because of the truth that the magician brought forward, whether that's a Virgo or Gemini or any other sign who's just manifesting big time, offering a big truth that inspires or brings inspiration to the King of Pentacles, who may be trying to ignore it. He's kind of being snobby there. And yet, look what comes up after the King of Pentacles. This is reunion, coming together in 5D. This could be a soulmate or twin flame connection here in the 5D meditation with the soulmate here. This can be children as well. Taking a break between partying and children also. This could be trying to get rest in between. And you notice how the Cups family comes up here. So there's a lot of heartfelt energies over here. He may be, this could be his own inspiration right here, that he's not really showing to anyone, right? Because he's keeping really cool. And this is about thinking about coming together to take a break with a soulmate or best friend or children. He may be thinking about using his money for that. And then what is the crowning position is the Nine of Pentacles. So there may have been separation or heartbreak or disappointment. This can be rain too. We had tornado warnings, a lot of rain coming in yesterday. And remember, the Swords energy can come up as this energy can come up as taking a shower sometimes, depending on the deck. And the Ten of Swords has definitely come up as getting a massage. So a lot of those watery energies or sweat energies can come up with the Swords too. Things that may ping at you like water, like rain. But anyway, this is disappointment and release. So release from the disappointment, release from the heartbreak or separation. And remember, this energy was reversed over here, which can be feeling of powerlessness, but now definitely getting independence back after having this lack of independence with being the victim, right? Being powerless or spending too much on children, or your children are spending too much. And she's also dealing with the truth coming in with messages or deliveries. Or maybe the kids were buying stuff and not telling the mother and getting deliveries. Whew, I'm sweating a lot right now all of a sudden. All right, this is release of feeling entrapment or prison or anxiety after having your heart broken. And again, this could be healing from this, but this is still upright. But someone's being very independent, finding their power again. It's like you were taken out of your power so you'd learn more about your empowerment. And then here we have is the Ten of Cups coming up for you. Ace of Wands, nice. This is new passion, new growth, new creativity, right? Being excited about something, being aroused, finding things humorous also comes up with this. This could be, maybe you want to conceive a child. We have the Page of Swords here. I'm spreading the news. I'm leaving today. Well, so New York's coming up here. This could be a child who's inspired to go to New York or just complete things with their family. This is, again, like emotional fulfillment, happy ending. So a child might find what their true inspiration is, what they want to do. Maybe they want to go to New York. Or maybe they just don't want the family life. They want something else. Or maybe they do want the family life. This is the Ten of Cups with the mother energy. So this is a child who may be wanting to get away from that mother energy and be more independent, which can be your energy here, by ending pain. And again, like I said, this could be a massage. Ending pain, painful ending, betrayal. But again, this is somebody who's excited to step up and take the swords out of the back one by one. Somebody who's inspired with passion, their purpose again, which was coming up in the other read today about finding your purpose. So you may have found your purpose, and now you have the Judgment card. Why do you see yourself as the Judgment card? The Ten of Wands reversed. This could be dumping a load in many different ways. This could be dumping your burdens or dumping your responsibilities. This could be hurting yourself from working too hard. Maybe you lost weight, or you're just taking a load off by making announcements like what I'm doing now. Okay, perhaps to people who feel out in the cold or left behind, who've been injured or ill or exiled from the group, those feeling left out. Taking a load off and then helping others do that with you. Perhaps making an announcement. Again, this is the same kind of energy. For me, this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands are the same thing, but this is with passions and physical dumping of a load, like when you're just exhausted physically, and this is more emotional. But these are both dumping a load. This can be pushed to the emotional limits, sweating it out, vomiting, right? Any kind of water coming out of you. Somebody could have prostate issues here, but it's really just being pushed to your emotional limits. No love, being dumped on. And this is taking that load off to help ease that pain, ease the pain for others perhaps. Making an announcement, or it's like a clarion call. There's the red crosses on here too. Maybe you like to give to charities. But it's about judgment is also just making decisions. Also, we have music, playing music here. And I always get Michael energy there from that card. So Archangel Michael might be coming up. I don't know if Michael Jackson's coming up too, because he's been coming up a lot this week. And Michael Jackson was Virgo. I wasn't thinking about that. All right, so what's around you? Why is the Two of Cups around you? The Knight of Cups is reversed. This can be, feeling rejected, jealousy, moodiness, being insincere, someone refusing to be loved, or doing something under the radar. This can be feeling like a failure or needy for attention, right? But it's kind of like that false energy of giving love, right? This upright would be beautiful, right? Because someone offering love and leading the way, giving good news. But this is perhaps someone not feeling like that today. But there's the Two of Cups here. Perhaps like a feeling rejected. It's a one-on-one relationship that you're feeling rejected by. Or maybe you feel like they used you, or feeling like they, maybe you're in need of attention from them, or them you. Or maybe this is a need for more of a one-to-one connection as opposed to like what I'm doing. I'm speaking to a whole big group. So maybe there's a need for Virgo to do things more in person on a one-to-one level. Maybe there's just need more of that in ratio to the group to one situation. That could be too. This also could be someone around you who feels jealous, but they're not telling. They're kind of doing it under the radar. But maybe they need attention, but they're not telling you. Maybe because you're giving more attention to other people. This could be a child who wants your attention. And then the block here is and that came up in a movie I was watching last night too. The block here is the Empress. Why? The Three of Pentacles is the workplace, the place of co-creation. That can be a workplace, a school, a church, an art center, whatever it is for you. This could be a hospital too, looking at MRI reports or whatever. This can be an architect's office, designing a home or building something in a church or wherever. It's some kind of co-creation there. And the block for you is the Empress, which is all about, taking charge in a very abundant way, to come together with others in a physical way, as opposed to online, like I'm talking to you now. It's definitely talking about coming together one-to-one. And the block for you, Virgo, may have to do with your relationship with your mother or grandmother or aunt or boss regarding the workplace. So what did your mother do for a living? How does she view earning money? This is very significant because my father was a doctor, so my mother was a housewife, which many women were back then, because I'm turning 60 this year. But she was also had a very strong work ethic from her parents. And actually, they were both doctors, but my grandmother wasn't allowed to work, right? Because it was still a man's world back then. No women were doctors back then. She just happened to be one. And so their place was in the home. They didn't earn money. They did volunteer work. So there's an energy regarding that. And maybe a block to why you're not earning money, or not earning enough money, or not earning what you want, or not doing the right job for yourself that makes you happy and expansive. So again, look into your own mother and grandmother to see where it is as a block regarding the workplace. And that may give you some clues to what's going on with you right now. The Two of Pentacles at the end there, keeping everything balanced. The Queen of Cups is reversed, so there may be some emotions coming up here. This could be someone who's sad or feeling manipulative, or just, but just feeling kind of emotionally down today. Needing to end the battle or fighting a losing battle with the devil. This could be addictions or codependencies or some kind of temptation. Maybe someone who's married, they have a ball and chain. But trying to stay balanced amidst all those energies. And here's the King of Wands. And the King of Wands was missing in the Twin Flame read, because all the other wands were coming up in the beginning. So that could be someone with a Capricorn in their chart, which came up as the King of Pentacles. That could be the same person as the King of Wands. He could be Capricorn. Or these could be two different men with fire, because we have fire here too with the Ten of Wands, working too hard. Someone could be addicted to their work. And the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Cups reversed, could be you or somebody else around you, perhaps a water sign, or just someone who's being very emotional or sad right now, who's fighting a losing battle with addiction or codependency, or that they're in love with someone who's married. And a great temptation for them could be the King of Wands, King of Pentacles person, or there could be two different guys. Maybe somebody's juggling two different men here. There could be a Capricorn and a fire sign. All right, so the connection to what's left hanging in limbo is that the Atlas energy of the weight of the world and walking away from that. So again, this is coming up as a workaholic type person, and the connection to what's left hanging in limbo here, or being left out in the cold, is walking away from juggling, walking away from the King of Cups here, who may be unconditional love or a water sign here. We have the Queen of Cups over here and the King of Cups here. That could be a couple. That could also be siblings. So the Queen of Cups may be upset with the King of Cups and may want to leave him. And she may be in love with the King of Wands. So that could be a married couple. You could be part of that married couple where the feminine energy wants to leave the masculine energy, and he's not talking. He's turned away from her, but he's still being a loving person. And maybe she's either sad or being manipulative. It looks like she's the one juggling in the marriage or relationship there, a second guy. All right, and this could be, there's an Atlas energy of the weight of the world, whether that has to do with location and maps, or literally doing things physical, like the weight of the world. Again, that could be working out, working in the yard, all sorts of different occupations there. But again, there's that energy of lovers left out in the cold here, or perhaps this could be patients going back and forth to hospital visits. And so why do we have the Five of Pentacles there? Being strong. Again, this can have to do with health issues, because this is strength and health With the Leo card, this also can have to do with children and pets and a Leo, just being strong, taming your inner beast. And there is that Emperor again, giving the sideways look to the Leo energy here. All right, so there may be two left out in the cold who don't really want to be together. Okay, the Queen of Cups reversed and the King of Cups upright. The two out in the cold who aren't happy that they're stuck out in the cold together because they may be financially depleted and they can't get a divorce. And then here's the Emperor reversed as the King of Cups, giving the Leo or seeing them as the beast over here that needs to just walk away. Just walk away. Go away. Leave me alone. That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. Yep. And then here's the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. So she is keeping to herself. She's being in her integrity, keeping her energy clear after dropping the ball or tripping up or dropping the facade and breaking patterns here, right? But keeping quiet, keeping her energy clear, nice and calm. Look at that. We have the higher love and the High Priestess. It's a very spiritual couple right there. So we're going to pull from, let's pull from the Kipper deck. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Again, there's a lot of earth energy. It could be earth family between the Empress, the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Sovereign, and then the juggling of two Pentacles here, and the Seven of Pentacles here, and then we have swords are like going away, because here's that swords of going back to make peace with the past, and the imprisonment here is going away with a higher love, with making peace with the past. Or perhaps going back to give somebody an option or a choice. This is for Virgo, the main female. Look at that. The main female at the house of high honors. You may be getting honored for something. Maybe you're not even aware of it, because look at the next three cards. This is a message of concern regarding a child or to a child, regarding a gift. So this could have to do with, a child's birthday or somebody's birthday. There could be a surprise, whether it's a child or for you. Yeah, there's definitely something official coming up. The privileged lady and the mature man and the official person here. So again, there's more red coats here. A lot of official energy here coming up for you. And then great fortune. God, look, Virgo. And something official, look. Great fortune with the wealthy man and adjudication. And there's that mature woman. Okay, that could be a divorce here, because here's the mature woman. That could be a Taurus energy over there. And the bottom of the deck is change. There's a new car, a new home, or just change in general is the underlying energy for you. 9 is Virgo, September. And there's the Lovers. So there's affection here, and this is the underlying energy, so that has to do with the King of Pentacles, which came up over here. So again, here's the King of Pentacles. And there's definitely soulmate energy with the King of Pentacles over here, whereas this couple over here is having issues and maybe breaking up because of the King of Pentacles. This also could be parents of the couple. It just depends on your situation. I want to pull one more card. Let me pull from the energy deck, since it is your birthday and all. And again, remember we had the number 12 and Leo and Mars. So there's that energy of endings, seeing new perspectives. Leo of children and being a child, having fun, being the center of attention. And then Mars, which is masculine energy of aggression. All right, one more card for Virgo. Well, that came right out. And what I say, Michael came up. First chakra, Archangel Michael, which is the root chakra. So there's definitely some root issues coming up, perhaps regarding your mother, which was coming up in the read. 35 is the wounded warrior, right? The wounds came up in the center with the magician, and my mother was Gemini. So there's really that connection with the mother here. And the wounds from your mother, from your childhood, the root issues with Virgo, upside down, being over isolated or feeling like they're crazy. Maybe my mom definitely had a bad temper on her, so there's definitely those energies. My mother also had Alzheimer's, so there's a lot of that energy about the mother coming up. I'm not giving you my information because the read's about my mother, but to parallel that this is a lot of energy about the mother coming up and root issues from your childhood. Okay, so there's definitely some stuff you want to look at with the wounding, being the victim, and why you feel the victim when you are feeling the victim. And it has to do with the mask and taking the mask off, attachment to who you are from your family or attachment to other things, parts of you that aren't really you, feeling codependent on people or some kind of addictions. But again, we're going back to the root chakra, which is the very basics. And again, Archangel Michael, you might need to call them in for help on this in order to remove the mask. And then we have a man holding a coin. There is a wealthy man here. Wow. And there is blossoming abundance. It's very good coming up for you, Virgo. The bottom of the deck is that happy family. You may have some happy family event coming up. I definitely do. I have a wedding coming up. I have a service for my mom coming up, so a lot of happy events. And there's the angel of strength, again, the mother energy of being strong but angelic at the same time in order to have family emotional fulfillment, being strong for the family and having a happy family. So again, the energy of childhood and the mother, because we have Leo again coming up here, and the Emperor here, right? The father being strong and the mother being home to nurture the family is the old templating here that's coming up to be cleared. So there you go. There's something else. I want to do one more for Virgo, just for you guys since it's your birthday. I have the animal spirit deck here, and I promise that will be it. Oh, that just fell out. The starfish. So the starfish is the star, but it's also superficial energy. So are you being like that? Or are you dealing with someone like that? We have the spider's web down here. Sticky situation, right? Because when you leave the center, that means you might get off balance. It's like the star needs to be the star, because if they go off their usual comfort zone, then they're afraid that they may fall or get stuck somewhere in their emotions. They may not be dealing with their emotions. So let's see what's coming up other than that. All right, this is for Virgo. Last card for Virgo. Remember, we got the key to release you from the prison, the cage. This is the key to your freedom, right? You left that behind. You're freeing yourself by becoming empowered, by leaving behind who you were because of your parents or your mother or whoever it is for you. The fear of the bunny rabbit. And there's Mr. Ed. For me, Mr. Ed is the energy of Saggy God. And then we have the lion as well. Look at that. Wow. The cheetah's been coming up a lot today. And the cheetah's got great energy, but when they're off, they need to find their vision again, right? Their purpose. So this is the underlying energy of fear, all the lower chakra energies here. And then we have the bunny who's really fearful. And then there's God, right, with Mr. Ed. It can be a horse for you as well. But he's pretty balanced here. There is some yellow, which is very confident, and then the orange is the sacral chakra. So it's not as 3D as this and this, right? The lion's very grounded, though. They're not in fear. But the lion has fears, too. Just because they look very confident doesn't mean they don't have these underlying fears, because look at the coloring in the background. It's showing you just because the bunny shows their fears and the lion doesn't, well, maybe it's the lion who needs to work on themselves because they're not being authentic to themselves. They're not showing what they're really feeling inside. But the bunny isn't just all about fear, so they're not really showing their true selves either, because they need to just show the love. They need to express the love more than the fear. So it's not about hiding the fear, but we don't need to put it onto others either, to project it onto others. And there's that energy of the horse who's just very confident. It's like just right in the middle. It's like the three bears. only there are 3 different animals here, 3 totally different animals. So anyway, there's a lot about the lower chakra system here being cleared. Okay. The root is red, the sacral is orange, and then the solar plexus is yellow. So there's a lot about the root issues being cleared from childhood and parents and wealth. And again, we have Sagittarius and Leo here. I don't know if that's supposed to represent Aries or not, but there's definitely fire energy going on here. And then what comes out of this is the butterfly of transformation. So you're going through this big transformation. And then we got the panthers there too. Oh, very interesting what's coming out here. Everyone's just looking straight forward after that. Hold on. So after the transformation of the butterfly, right, which looks like a bee who doesn't know that they have wings, right? And they're like, huh, I'm just a bee. I'm still way down. No, you have wings. You're a butterfly. You've transformed now. And then we have all these energies here to witness that. We have the panther. We have the peacock, who's beautiful inside and out. Panther may be more aggressive and dark. And there's the wolf, who's just stunned. They're surprised, or maybe you called them on something. And there's the lamb, who's got a target over their head, but also kind of stunned. And so is the tiger. They can't believe what's going on. They're like, what? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Maybe there's a match of these 2 people. And these 3 are stunned that that's actually happening. There's a huge transformation here, a huge release of some kind of root chakra finality, which can be because of a death or something like that, and some kind of final letting go. But yeah, okay, make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, and get your nature, and rise and be loved, guys. Bye, Virgo. Have an amazing birthday. Bye.